SBI, M&M, Adani Enterprises were a couple of other gainers today. On the losing end, it was the pharmaceutical space that really gave up most of its gains. Sun Pharma, Divi's Laboratories was in the red. And then you had IT stocks. So TCS, Wipro were also in the red. ITC, Nestle, Apollo Hospitals were a couple of other stocks that ended with a bit of losses today. Nothing alarming. Largely, you'd have to say, apart from the Bank Nifty that was, really stood out today with a record high, it was a nothing sort of a day for the market.
Absolutely. But just take a look at the mid-cap index, right? The low on the mid-cap index was about 1040, if you can get that intraday chart. And from there, it recovered close to about 230 points from the day's low to end higher by nearly 200 points. So there was some strength that we saw in the mid-cap index, and the advanced decline ratio ends up in favor of the gaining side. Well, it's all about these banking names. Central Bank of India up 15%, Punjab and Sindh up 10%, Karur Vysya, J&K Bank, Bank of India, where there was that Credit Suisse upgrade as well. These stocks saw rallies between 8 to 9%. Apart from that, there was strength in the fertilizer names. So Madras Fert 6.2, FACT up close to about 5%. JK Lakshmi Cement, where the management guided for double-digit volume growth, a pickup in their EBITDA from the current 800 rupees to 1,000 rupees in the next 12 to 18 months, inched higher in good volumes. NCC also up 4.5%. The sharp decline in crude prices also resulted in gains coming in for aviation names. So Interglobe Aviation was up close to about 2.5%, and Lodha QIP was there. The news of QIP, 3,500 crore rupee QIP, but the stock was up and about in trade. A couple of losers include Bajaj Hindustan, Triveni, Easy Trip, Ircon. Ircon has had a fantastic run over the last couple of days, but they came in for some amount of profit booking. Nigel.
Well, that's right. From the broader markets, a couple of stocks that we don't talk about very often. Simplex Infra, the stock was up close to around 16% in trade, so that one was buzzing around. Sagar Cements, well, that one's been seeing some traction. It went down all the way to around 170 and it's bounced back fairly well. So that one was up and about in trade today, up 6.5%. Purvankara as well, that's fallen from grace, but in today's session, well, that bounced back in trade. And Everready was another one that did pretty well. We had a BSE announcement that came late in the day on Badilal. And the street liked it, it seems. I mean, the read-through was a little bit confusing, but for the time being, the street reacted positively. The stock was up closer around 3.5%. So to wind things down, it was a good trading session. The Nifty managed to end above that 18,600 odd mark. I would say the Nifty is still in consolidation mode, but the Nifty Bank, the PSU Banking Index, both of them broke up. And you had the breadth of the market that was fairly good. So the mid and the small cap indices did far better. Well, on that note, we'll have to wrap up on this edition of Closing Bell, but you don't go anywhere. Our Thursday special